Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hidden Archives. For my episode today, I will be discussing the words liberty and freedom, and the differences between them. Freedom and liberty are often seen as being synonymous, but the words come from different origins and have some differences in meaning. The word liberty is ultimately derived from the Latin libertas, which has to do with the condition of being free with the absence of government restraint on that freedom. In his 1819 speech, The Liberty of the Ancients Compared with That of the Moderns, Benjamin Constant stated, "In the domains which seemed to us the most useful, the authority of the social body interposed itself and obstructed the will of individuals. Among the Spartans, their Pandrus could not add a string to his lyre without causing offense to the ephors. In the most domestic of relations, the public authority again intervened. The young Lacedaemonian could not visit his new bride freely. In Rome, the censors cast a searching eye over family life. The laws regulated customs, and as customs touch on everything, there was hardly anything that the laws did not regulate." Cicero wrote that legitimate regimes will see the people as the ultimate source of authority, but this he balanced with the concept of natural law. In other words, if the will of the people contradicts with natural law, the law becomes the authority rather than the people. In modern times, liberty has come to be seen largely as a series of individual rights, where the ancient concept of libertas had more to do with collective rights and responsibilities. It was far removed from the concept we have in modern times, especially in places such as the United States. It has likely been influenced over the years through association with the word freedom. The word freedom comes from Northern Europe and has Germanic origins. Our English word comes from the Old English frēodōm and ultimately from the Proto-West Germanic frījadōm, both meaning a state of free will, with an absence of outside restraints. The early Germanic concepts of freedom were in a sense both individual and collective, but with an emphasis on the former. In his book, A Short History of Anglo-Saxon Freedom, James Hosmer described the representative form of tribal government practiced by early Germanic tribes. He wrote, "In the center of the Thun was the Moot Hill, or perhaps a great tree, where the freemen came together to deliberate and to govern themselves. Here was administered the business of the common pasture and forest. Here the grassland was portioned out in the early spring, and the plowland equally allotted. In case of a change in the private holding, the seller handed to the buyer a turf or a twig cut on the ground in question in token of the transfer." Out of these folk moots of the West Germanic tribes eventually grew the Anglo-Saxon Witan, which Daniel Hannan points to as the ancestor of the modern British Parliament and the United States Congress. This concludes my presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day.